Well, let's focus on the next management, Mankind Pharma. That's the next stock on our radar. The company is planning to raise some capital, around 10,000 crore rupees, through an issuance of NCDs as well as commercial papers. In fact, we had a note coming in from brokerage house Investec, and they are very, very positive post the BSV acquisition. Well, let's understand more about how the company sees things shaping up. We're joined by Mr. Rajeev Juneja, the Vice Chairman as well as Managing Director. Hi, Rajeev. Good morning. And good to see you, and thanks a lot for speaking to us here on CNBC-TV18. I wanted to talk about the inorganic growth that you've already announced, but first clear the air. Are you interested in JB Chemicals or not?
We have always said that we are not interested in those entities where our portfolio and their portfolio are same. We've always been lookout for those kind of companies where those companies can add some kind of a value to mankind's growth, mankind's products, something which basically help mankind in acquiring a status in the market that they have highest entry barrier products. That's our kind of a endeavor right now.
Got it, Rajeev. So you're not interested in JB Chemicals. We take that on board. Let's talk about BSV then. You know, some of the brokerages are very, very excited about this acquisition. They believe that the revenue potential by 2032, I'm talking about an Investec note, they believe, that acquisition itself could scale to around $1 billion of revenues with margins in mid 30%. Is that something that you concur with, that, this asset that you've got on your books now can scale up substantially?
So whenever these kind of expectations are raised about mankind, we take this as a responsibility, actually. And being a very conservative kind of people, it makes us nervous as well, at the same time excited as well. Yes, we are very, very hopeful, and that's one reason we have gone for this entity. This company was in the radar of mankind since many, many years. In 2019 as well, we wanted to have this company. We lost out to Advent, but sometimes God decides your destiny. We are quite hopeful that now we have got this ride more tacked up, much better. So we hope that, yes, we come to people's expectations. But we are always afraid when a lot of expectations are being raised on mankind.
Got it. All right.
It really burdens us a lot.
So, Rajeev, going by what you're saying, you're leaning more towards the aspiration is to go ahead and achieve what a brokerage house has laid out. And you're sounding reasonably optimistic as well about getting there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as an entrepreneur, we are supposed to be very, very optimistic. And we have not done it in the past, this kind of a large acquisition. And had not we had this kind of a confidence, we would have never done it. We are very, very bullish, very confident that yes, this is an amazing kind of a acquisition we have done. And we hope that we'll try our level best to come to people's expectations. In the past, we have always believed that mankind should have some kind of a surprise element. But now people expect more than that. The cat is out, and we are supposed to deliver it. We hope that we can do it. It's an amazing entity. It has really added so much of value to mankind's product range.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Rajeev, hi, good morning. And I dare say we outed the cat because we reported on the story when our colleague Rachna sort of reported on that story. And we'd spoken right after you would announce that deal as well. By the way, congratulations, Rajeev. I think, you are one of the few companies, which has now gotten in the pharma space, which has now got a market cap of over 1 lakh crores. So, I mean, it's been a wealth creation story as well. And I think shareholders should be pretty pleased. Could you talk to us a little bit about about where this acquisition is at? When do you expect to close the deal? How, is the funding all tied up? What is the structure of the funding? Just some details here.
So this is in a very final kind of a stage. Let's hope very early you'll get the news. You'll come on the same channel and talk to you about this. And as far as the banks are concerned, the funding is concerned, everything is done. And in the past as well, we said that Approximately 4,000 crore rupees would come from company side because we have this much of cash. 30% will be QIP, rest would be in the form of debt. That's the kind of a thing we basically feel. That's the situation presently.
All right. Since we have you, Rajeev, very quickly, there were two of those, Western hotels that you were looking at divesting it. By when do we see that? And we are working with a ballpark number of 600 to 700 crores. Is that in the vicinity, or is it better, higher, given the kind of demand we're seeing?
We don't know. I mean, yes, these hotels have been put on the block, and let's see what kind of money they generate for us, so that at the earliest we just get rid of this debt, because in the past we have never ever taken debt. We have always been averse to debt. We have always been cash-rich company. For the first time in our life, we have taken some kind of a debt, honestly.
Okay.
So we would like it to go away from the books of Mankind as soon as possible. Yes,
by this fiscal? By this fiscal? By the end of this fiscal, FY25?
What?
Will you be able to divest these hotels by the end of this fiscal?
Let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, we get a right value, and hopefully we'll try to do that.
Okay, Rajeev, so finally, a little shorter conversation today, since you mentioned that, traditionally you've always been debt averse, but right now there is a plan to raise, I think, up to 10,000 crores via a mix of NCDs. You'll look at commercial papers as well. And then there is also the QIP. So just tell us that what is the immediate, the here and now, how much debt are you looking to raise, and how much would be equity capital, and what would be the plan with respect to the debt?
So you see, as a whole, the deal size is approximately 14,000 crore rupees. 4,000 would come from company side, 3,000 would be QIP, and 7,000 would be for some kind of a loan. And let's hope that we just pay back this loan in next 3 years' time. That's the kind of a planning we have got right now.
So we got that, Rajeev. We got the breakup of how you're financing the deal. I meant at a company level, at a sort of overall book level. What is the debt to EBITDA that you are comfortable holding, given that you're doing this acquisition? So you're taking some debt. What will be the debt to equity, and by when would you want to sort of retire and maybe go back to a zero debt situation?
Yeah, I said that in next 3 years' time, we just want to retire all the debt. And at any given time, it should not cross companies' EBITDA to 2 times. That is always a call we have always taken.
Well, Rajeev, always a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks a lot for joining in and giving us all those details. We look forward to having a chat with you, maybe post your Q2 numbers.